Hello and welcome to We Are Famous EFC with me, Adam. This is the Everton news show. So a bit of a different one, people. We're going to do it live. I'm in the new Everton kit as well. Let's get straight into it. Matty says, where's John? John is on holiday, so unfortunately it's me on my own in the studio, and John's away for the next couple of weeks, so it's me for the next week or so, if that's all right. But I will have John back with me next week. I believe will be either Friday or Monday next week. I will have John back with me. But yeah, how we doing, people? Let me know in the comments. We'll get started shortly. Sorry, we're just waiting for 3 more people to join. Then we're going to get started on tonight's video. So tonight we are in the Everton jersey as well. Thank you, Matt. Nice Everton kit, nice one. So let's get straight into it now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is leaving Everton Football Club. That was confirmed by Dominic Calvert-Lewin himself. Let me know in the comments, people, what your opinions are on that news. It came for a shock for me because I wasn't expecting Dominic Calvert-Lewin to leave at all. But it is what it is, I guess. The end of the day, we needed to get rid of him as well, because the end of the day, we haven't been really good enough without Dominic Calvert-Lewin at all. But again, it's sad, don't get me wrong, Matthew. It's sad because he has been with us for 9 years. Yeah, true, he has been with us since he was 19, a young boy, and I believe that he's 22 now. So yes, it has been 9 years, but we do need a new striker. Don't get me wrong, I will remember the awesome nights we've had with him, because we won Palace 3-2. That will go down in memory as Goodison with Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well as us. But it is sad, don't get me wrong, as well. Alex scored some important. Yeah, he certainly did. But totally agree with it, because in the Merseyside derby under Sean Dyche, when we won 2-0 at Goodison Park, that was the first time ever since 1999 we won. So I can see where you're coming from, that it is important. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the goals, but we need a new forwarder. Yeah, we do. 100% we need a new striker. We need somebody who can score loads of goals like Barry. For me, he's a different Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Barry from Villarreal. He's somebody who can hold the ball up, can score, can take on the man and all of that as well. And that is what we need as well. Agree, Alex. Matthew, but Palace won in 2022. Yeah, under I think it was under Frank Lampard, that one, and we won it. I believe we won it 3-0. Yeah, we did. That was on my birthday, that one, because I remember going to that one as well. 3-2 as well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin 3-2 at Goodison Park against Crystal Palace. That was under Frank Lampard, that one, Matthew. I remember Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We went 2-0 down by half-time. Second half, Michael Keane. Then Richarlison equalised. Then Calvert-Lewin straight on 6+ additional minutes, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored to keep Everton up. That is a good taster of the relegation, and that night was so magical because Dominic Calvert-Lewin won us that game. Right, Matthew? He did, didn't he? So that's what makes it so special and emotional as well. But on the whole, yeah. So it is, of course, the end of Dominic Calvert-Lewin's era at Everton. Right, I want to also talk to you about the Everton new home kit, what I'm wearing now. So I've got the new 25-26 season, what Everton Football Club will be wearing for most of our games. Do you like it, people? I love it. I love the patterns on it. I think it looks nice. I like the V-neck as well. Let me know in the comments. Do you love Everton's new home kit? I love the waves. And I'm going to share with you something now. So I made this on the internet. It's on the YouTube channel if you subscribe as well. So it's a picture of the waves. So it's the football kit itself with the waves in the background. And I just get a picture of me on it as well. Looks great. Great collar. Yeah, Alex, brilliant picture, mate. Yeah. Totally agree. The collar is my favourite bit as well. But the most important bit about it for me would have to be the badge embroidered and the patterns here. All of these patterns. I like, sorry, couldn't get my words out then. Matthew has put great patterns. Yeah, totally agree with you, mate. But again, with the patterns on the home jersey, I prefer this one compared to, I'd say this one. Compared to last season's kit here, I prefer both of them. The one I prefer the most would have to be this new one because of the patterns. This one is nice, and this one and keep them for life until the day I die, because I've got Charlie Alvarez and Iliman and Jai to sign that one from last season. But the reason this one's so special, that will go down in Everton's history, the final season at Goodison Park. That's why that one on the door here is so special, because we ended farewell to Goodison Park. That's why that one's so special. But meanwhile, and why that one's so special, this one's going to be special because a brand new era as we go down on the banks of the Road Blue Mersey as well. So that is why this one's so important, as well as this kit here. But again, it does go down. Let me know in the comments, people, what your favourite Everton kit is as well. Keep the comments coming in, please, people, as well. And also, people, who do you think Everton will replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin with? And who do you think will wear the number 9 shirt as well, people? I say Barry. He's been linked up heavily today with Everton as well. Let me know in the comments as well, please, people, who you think Everton will sign as well, because it is going to be very interesting to see. Keep the comments coming in as well. But as I've said, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has left Everton Football Club. Get in the comments, people, who you think Dominic Calvert-Lewin's replacement will be as well. Alex has said, I think the new number 9 needs to earn it. Yeah, 100%, Alex. The new number 9, 100% needs to, without a shadow of a doubt, has to. arguably. Has to earn it, like Alex said, because we know, like with Calvert-Lewin, how it ended up, and we can't afford for it to end up like it has done again. So 100% Alex, 100% lad. That it should be earned as well as it should. Also, people, who would you like Everton's next striker to be to replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Because we've had Barry linked up from Villarreal, then Juventus striker Timothy Walsh is also. I believe that Everton are in talks with him and also Barry from Villarreal for around about a fee of 34, 35 million. So quite expensive, as I've said, but again, can we afford it as well? But don't forget, people, we can start signing the new signings come the 1st of July, when PSR will be a long gone of the future. Let me know in the comments also as well, please. What are you looking forward to for the season to start as well? Let me know. Where do you predict Everton to finish, people? I'm going to give you my early Premier League predictions. I'm going to predict Manchester City to win the league and Everton to get Europa Conference. So I'm going to predict Everton to finish between 5th and 6th. I'm going to go with 5th first, 6th first. They're my predictions. Let me know also. Alex has put, hopefully break out a trophy next season. Get a Yorick place would be nice. Yeah, 100%. But if we want any of that, then the Friedkin group and Moyes need to get their acts together, get signing come Tuesday, and we can have a great start to the future. Because don't forget, people, we've got a nice, easy 2 games to start off the season. Leeds at Ellen Road, who've just been promoted, then Brighton at Branley Moor for the first game at Branley Moor. So a nice, easy 2 games. That's a 6-pointer basically for me. So let's just hope that we can get something like that done. Because I tell you what, a 6-pointer to start the league off, the 2 games would be amazing as well, as I've said. But again, arguably, you're like, how much will they cost? Will PSR come into it and all of that bullshit and that? But let me know in the comments, people, who you think Everton will sign come Tuesday. And don't forget, people, also, Seamus Coleman has extended his stay on Merseyside at Everton for another year. He signed a 1-year deal on Friday. That was announced. Then today, Dominic Calvert-Lewin announced his departure as well. So exciting times for this football club as we go into a new chapter indeed. But what I want to know is, who do you think Everton will replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin with? And also, who do you think deserves the number 9 shirt? Would you give Beto away or no? I wouldn't. I'd keep Beto as a number 2 striker. But I want to know, people, your opinions as well. Let me know in the comments. Do get your questions in, please, people. As well. as well. Let me know also, people. Sorry, people. I'm just trying to do two things at once. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on my YouTube channel. I'm on 5 things all at once here. But yeah, as I've just said, then I think to start a brand new era as well. I can't wait as well. But again, I do think hopefully we can get somewhere. Alex, I think we will sign Barry, but won't be given the number number 9. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But what I want to know is with Everton, who we're going to sign. I think we all want to know that because a lot of people have left the football club. At least 10, 20 players have already left who are out of contract as well. So I want to know who's going to replace them as well. But 100%, I think Barry's coming in as well. I think that's going to be a world-class one as well. I think Everton will sign that Liverpool midfielder, Ben Doak, as well as David Moyes is a big fan. And I think that will sign Jack Grealish as well. Yeah. We've only got 20 more days to go until Everton are back in pre-season, when we have our first friendly on the 19th of July against Akel Stanley as well. So it is interesting. Alex, we're going to be an exciting summer. Hopefully a few good players. And yeah, hopefully that's all I really care about is winning, getting the players in and starting the season off very, very, very strong till we can get Europe. Because there's no way I want to finish 10th. I want higher. The higher we are, the more money. And I want to be one of them clubs where we say, wow, look at Everton this season. That is a season to remember. That's how I want my football club, your football club, our football club to be known as. Just like when we used to be so massive and known by the Premier League before all the corrupt and all of that came into it, the point deductions and all of that. But we've got David Moyes, who we trust as well, and the future is looking so bright as well. So again, let's just hope that we can get something sorted. People, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, as well. I keep the comments coming in as well. Also, if you've only just joined us, also, people, if you've just joined us, we've just been talking about the transfer news, and also Dominic Calvert-Lewin announced his departure today, and also Everton announced on Friday Seamus Coleman's new 1-year deal as well. So make sure that you keep the comments coming in. Also, I just really hope that we sign some decent players, what can win us Europe Europa Conference, get us up there, get us into the top half between 5th and 7th and 8th. And also what I want is decent signings and for this football club to be improved as well, as it's very, very, very much needed as well. Tell you what, people, we're on the road to hitting 3K. So I want to thank you all very, very much for your time, the subscribes, watching these videos. Hope that you enjoy them. You can request, by the way, people, to me in the comments if you want any other content videos regarding Everton, what we haven't done on the YouTube channel. I'm always asking for ideas as well, especially for on these lives. And if you ever want to come on a live or that, you're more than welcome. Just drop me an a comment in the comment section, and I will always be open to them as well. But yeah, people, let's just hope that this football club is on the up, is on the bright, up the Friedkin toffees in the future. As well, just please make sure that you share the YouTube channel out. Please help me get to 3K subscribers by sharing the YouTube channel out. Friends, family, relatives, you name it. Make sure, you know, all Everton fans as well, just tell them to subscribe. Tell them we get famous people on as well, like we have done with Peter Reid, Illiman and Jai when we done that video, and so on. And I got one of the Sky Sports journalists on as well. So, as I've said, exciting times for the Toffees. Let's just hope this season is going to be one of the best to remember at Bramley Moor. Right, that is it from me. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, share. And as I've just said then, make sure people you subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Up the Toffees. We are famous EFC. Hello, a very good evening, Peter, and welcome to We Are Famous EFC podcast. I'm joined by Everton legend Peter Reid. So how are you doing, Peter?
Yeah, not bad. I've had a good day. Enjoying watching the Europe. Well, I mean, enjoying it. There've been some good games, some bad games, but at least we're through to play Switzerland. Yeah, I've just been to see my mum in Iton. Well, she lives in Prescott now, as it happens. And a couple of my brothers, so I'm cool.
Sound. Okay, but we'll get straight into it now with the questions. So, what game was your favourite, and who was it against when you were an Everton player?
Good question. I think the best we played in terms of team performance, we played Manchester United. I think it was the week after we went to Anfield and beat them in the derby with Sharpie got the great goal, and we played them at Goodison and we beat them 5-0. And they were a good team, Brian Robson, Slack, and all that. We beat them 5-0. So that, as a performance, was brilliant. We'd beat anyone that day. We played ever so well. Games, I mean, the Bayern Munich game, obviously you're too young, but people have told you that the atmosphere that night is, and I played in some great atmospheres at Goodison Park and other grounds, and some games recently, the atmosphere where we've had to win to stay up has been unbelievable, but nothing can compare to that night. It was brilliant. It was obviously a semi-final of Europe, and it's the only European trophy we got through, and we won it. So, but the crowd were unbelievable. I mean, we have got support second to none. You know, I'm convinced the last couple of seasons fighting relegation, the crowd have been a major influence on keeping the football club up, without a doubt.
Nice. So, which midfield did you not like playing against in any of the Premier League teams?
Well, to be fair, I did play in the Premier League, but I played for Man City. But when I played, it was the old First Division. Listen, you know, the likes of Graham Souness, top player, Steve McMahon, Ronnie Whelan, all the Liverpool lads. But then you look at Brian Robson, you know, what a player he was. Ray Wilkins, Glenn Hoddle. There was some really outstanding players, but some physically tough players. Norman Whiteside was physically demanding, but a great player. So it was a little bit different in them days. And obviously, there was some unbelievable flair players. You know, we had Trevor Stephen, as you know, and Kevin Sheedy, great flair players. John Barnes was about. Chris Waddle, you know, real good players. So there was, even like now, there was never any real easy games. You know, it was always tough. Luton Town, playing against Luton Town used to be a tough gig because they were like fairly physical. So every game was really, really tough. You know, the Arsenal, you know, when you're talking about them, they always had good sides, Tottenham. So yeah, it was good, but it was a good era to play in. A little bit different than now. Now the pitches are great. Athleticism comes into it. You know, if we were playing, if we got into October, the pitches were getting muddy. It was tough, but it was great.
Sound. Okay, so the next one. Which footballer would you say is your favourite? I mean, is your idol?
Oh, it's always difficult that. I'd say I played against some great Alan Ball was. I played against Bally when I was a kid at Bolton. He was at Southampton, and obviously legend everywhere, World Cup winner. But I got to know him really well. And was a friend of his. He was magnificent, and similar to like the likes of George Best, who, you know, I played against him when I was a kid. Absolutely brilliant geezer, great fella. Bobby Moore, who lifted the World Cup for England, I played against him when I was a young man, when he was at Fulham. So all that era were really good players, but obviously as you go on, you know, you get it. It's a good team like Everton, you play for England, you play against. I think it's always hard to pick one. If I was going to pick one player, my favourite would be Neville Southall, because he was the best goalie in the world, and I played with him, but he was brilliant.
Interesting. What manager did you like playing under the most?
Well, Howard was brilliant. Very good man manager. Very good tactically as well. A lot of people forget about that. When I was on about that Bayern Munich game, I remember Sheedy was injured and Andy Gray, he went 4 across the middle of the park and played Alan Harper, me, Paul Basewell, Kevin Richardson, Trevor Stephen, off Grange Sharp, a 4-4-1-1. Great manager, but he was the best. Sir Bobby Robson for England was good. And an old manager that a lot of people won't have heard of, a lad called Ian Greaves, who was my first manager at Bolton. Who was a tough character, but I learned an awful lot about him. So, in terms of managers, I think they'd be the 3 most influential ones. But when I was a schoolboy and I was growing up, my dad was a big influence. Taught me the basics of the game really well. Yeah, so I've got lots to thank him for. He's up in heaven now, but lots to thank him for. It's a good lad.
All right. What does Everton mean to you? What does the Everton Football Club mean to you?
Well, if you've seen me and Sean the last few seasons going to games, I mean, certain nights I couldn't sleep before games, and then obviously we dug out results. I remember the Palace game where we were 2 down at half time. We got up and then we beat Brighton. Brentford. Them 2 games, that was hard work watching. And I had to go out and get legless afterwards. I did. I just had kip on my mum's couch in Everton. Me and him just went up. And it was just relief, just pure relief. So we had to turn to alcohol. But
bit like last season.
Well, that's the one. It was so difficult. But yeah, Everton, there's something. Everton, it's all he says it. They all say it. Everyone who plays for Everton. There's something about the crowd and the affinity with the crowd and the players. And like I say, I think they're a massive influence on the football club and on the team. And that's why I love Everton so much.
Nice. What inspires you to become a footballer?
Oh, that's dead easy. I just love playing. I love playing as a kid. If I was fortunate enough to be good enough to play professional football. Imagine getting paid to play football. It's every, certainly on Merseyside, it's every schoolboy's dream. And I attained that dream. I was lucky enough to play for England, win things with Everton Football Club. But just from being a schoolboy, playing around the streets of Brighton, just wanted to play. And I played for Brighton Boys in 1971, where there's only a few schools, and we won the English Schools Trophy, and it's still the only town team to do that to this day. And our coach was a teacher, 2 teachers. One was Eddie Kilshaw, who used to play for Sheffield Wednesday and Bury back in the old days. Brilliant brain. Another lad was Alan Bleasdale, who later become the playwright, Boys from the Black Stuff. So he was our coach. But looking back on that, that's one of my finest achievements as well. I was 14. I played at Anfield in the semi-final, or Goodison Park in the final. I was only 14. Brilliant.
Sounds
brilliant.
Did you always support Everton?
No.
No?
Yeah, that's the end of that question.
Sad.
No, as a kid, my half fella, my mum was always a blue, my 2 granddads, but my half fella took me to Anfield, and I've got to admit to you, haven't I, because you're my mate.
Yeah.
I've got to admit, I supported that one. Less said about that, let's move on.
Go ahead. What do you think about our new stadium at Bramley Moor?
Well, I've been very, very fortunate being an ex-player to get it in the library building.
Yeah.
You put on a presentation where you put the goggles on your ear, and it was unbelievable. And then the following week, they took me down to the new stadium. It'll blow your mind.
Wow.
Honestly, I was lost for words. You just look around it, and the architecture, it's close to the ground. You know it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere, and you just know. I mean, Goodison Park, I love the Grand Old Lady. I love it, but like anything else, we've got to progress.
Yeah.
And this stadium, it's honest to God, wait till you see it. It's iconic. It's brilliant. But we've got to get a team, and I'm not having a go at anyone here. We've got to get a team where we've got a chance of winning things. It's all right to have a nice stadium, but you've got to have a nice team as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, good. Thank you, Adam.
Oh, yeah. So, what is your predictions for next season? Where is Everton going to finish at the end of the campaign?
I tell you what, you don't mess around with your questions, do you?
No.
I think we'll finish mid-table.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. Hoping to be new ownership and the Premier League sort them out with this fair play, whatever it's called. But I think Sean's done a really good job. Sean Dyche's done a really good job in difficult circumstances. So
I thank him on his tracksuit Dyche.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The other guy. But I'd go and meet it. But do you know what I'd love? I'd love to win a trophy.
Yeah.
Just win a trophy. I mean, 1995, and I've got a grandson who lives in Manchester, and he's a mad Evertonian. He's got all the shirts on, like all this, and he's going to me and me my nephews. Never seen Everton win a carrot, so we've got to win something. And by the way, I don't mind the League Cup.
I've never seen anyone. I've never seen us either.
I know you've got to. For the young lads and lasses, young lads and girls, we got to win something. But mid-table, and then let's gradually grow. Hopefully.
Yeah. What did you think of when we beat Liverpool at Goodison to make them lose the league?
I was there.
Yeah.
And it was very emotional. To be fair, we got about them, and the crowd were great again. I know we keep going on about it, but they were great. And listen, it wasn't about them losing the league. It was about us getting 3 points because we needed them. Because I was having a right panic because the week before I was in Mallorca and watched the game on the telly, the Chelsea game, where we got turned over 6, and I was devastated. And then we come back and we played Burnley on a Saturday, and we were poor, and we got a break. Their keeper made a mistake, and we ended up winning 1-0. And because I was thinking, we're that bad here, we're going to get, and then we turned it on against them in the derby, and that was the turning point. That Burnley game gives the impetus to go in the derby game, and to be fair, to win it, and deserve to win it, in my opinion. It was great. Yeah,
I think the reason we started to win it was because he changed some of the playing with the players around them wore his tracksuits, so because he's made a change with them, the players. So I thought,
I think
his tracksuits.
Just coming up to our time, the crowd were getting really restless, and I'm thinking this could be toxic, and their keeper made a mistake, and we slaughtered it in, and from then on the atmosphere changed. And I think that was a massive turning point. I'm hearing his tracksuits as well. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people noticed that.
Sound. So that was the end of the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time and enjoying to meet you today, Peter.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
All right. Up the toffees.
Up the toffees.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
Hello, people. It's me back again. We've got a very special guest coming on the channel right now. His name is called Div Dog Sean Lunt. I think that's how you pronounce it. So our very special guest is coming on the channel right now, people. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about Dominic Calvert-Lewin right now. So just bear with us why we get this on.
Hello Isaac, it's Gideon Ninja. Hope you.
Just give us a couple of seconds. As well, he's just logging on, then he will be on. But as I've just said, as well, let me know in the comments your thoughts as well on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Did you enjoy, by the way, people, that interview with Everton legend Peter Reid? If you subscribe and share this out, we are going to be doing more great content like that every day. I mean, not every day, whenever we upload as well. As well. As well, he's just having problems logging in, but let me just... People will be back in about a couple of minutes. We're just going to take a break while I help them.
It's the O2 Somerset.
Sorry, lad.
It's all right, don't worry. It's just it was not letting me log in with my Facebook or my YouTube. It was saying it was ahead, but I finally got it working, lad. Come on.
Yeah, sound. Tell you what, decent news that Calvert-Lewin's got to me.
Yeah, my dad said and said it's the world of good that he's gone, to be honest, because he was holding us back for ages. Like, we were willing as soon as he was back to put him in the squad, and it was just holding us back. We were waiting until he was back from injury all the time. I know, matter how good the other strikers were, we were putting him in, favouring him, and yeah, I understand he's one of our top Premier League goal scorers of all time. Yeah, but loads of his goals, I think it was like 20 odd of them, came in that one season under Ancelotti, and the rest he's been rubbish. Like, he's been injury prone. I mean, I've got mixed opinions. I think I respect him. I do respect him. I think he's been a decent Everton player. I don't think he's been good. I don't think he's been bad. I just think he's been decent. I think he's been bad towards the end, but he has scored some important goals, like in the derby, all sorts against Crystal Palace, to keep us up. I do think that. I think he's got his ability, but now, and I think overall anyway, I reckon he was a championship striker. He was on us back. He was poor, couldn't finish his shot. Wound me up against Newcastle, especially when I know we were 1-0 up, and there's, to be fair, it wasn't. I was saying wound me up. It wasn't the miss that wound me up the most, but it did wound me up. That miss against Newcastle in added time last game of the season. He was on the pitch for about a minute, so he was fully fit. Hit a shot straight at Nick Pope, has an open goal, blasted it over, and then Leicester, where we needed to stay up, he converted the penalty, but then he just missed so many scissors, and he kept on doing that. He offers no good. He gets injured, and I do think he's championship standard. 100%. I think he is. He can get better.
Yeah, I think that we can get a whole lot much better. I thank him for the 3-2 against Palace. That taster of relegation, but for me, that is it. I don't think that he's done enough during his 9 years at Everton. But what I thought was BS is his letter to Everton and to us fans. I thought that was absolute bullshit, reading half of it. I've been talking to other Everton fans. They have said that with his letter, he thanks the fans for everything. He loves the football club. Well, if you love the football club, then you'll be trying as hard as and not getting injured week in, week out as well.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I mean, sometimes you can't help getting injured, but in the way he was getting injured, he could help it. And also, if you love the club that much, then why is his girlfriend, or actually, I should say wife, actually it's his wife, innit? Why is his wife plastering stuff all over social media looking for like reactions out the fans? You know, his wife turning out to all the fans taking the piss out of us. And for example, when and him and his wife make it all about themselves, because obviously it was the last game of Goodison, and his wife turned around and put on the stories all that. My Dom's done this, my Dom's done that. Brilliant time to be one of the top scorers there. And I'm like, in that post, she's not mentioned nothing too much good about Goodison. She's just praising Dom too much. She's praising her husband too much, not giving a shite about the fact that we're leaving Goodison. What she's bothered about is the fact, my husband's played there. It's stupid. They're so far up their own arse. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Who would you like to replace him? Dominic Calvert-Lewin to wear the number 9?
Don't know. I don't even know. You know, it's tough. I do think we need another striker. It's hard to even see who's on the market at the current minute, because obviously there's a few strikers, but whether they turn out, like, I do like to look at Barry, but is he going to be good enough? Is he got the experience? I don't know, because we made that mistake at Moise Keane. But then there's also that player for Germany under 21, who was actually a really good player. Like, if Germany didn't have such a good international team, he'd be in that squad. That one from Stuttgart, Wolfmeyer, something in them words. Like, he's such a good player. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. What I'm worried about with Barry is that I've looked at his stats for this season for Villarreal, and he's only scored 15 goals and 5 assists.
Yeah, I do think they're really good stats, but are they Premier League level? You know what I mean? Like a bit like you're saying there, which I think what you're trying to say to me. You're saying that, which is true, really. Like, yeah, he can score goals, he does it, but will he do it in the Prem?
Yeah.
And
I'm not being disrespectful to Beto, but I think we need more goals than Beto can offer.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We need somebody who can score week in, week out.
Exactly like Beto, he's been good. He has been good for us, Beto. He's been fantastic. I still keep him. I don't want him going to Leeds. Don't want him going anywhere else. I do want to keep him. I do think he's good enough to be in, at least the subs bench back up and all that. But I think he's actually been really good because before Moyes coming, he didn't get given a chance, so he couldn't prove himself. And when he did get a chance, it was always against the big 6 teams. Sean Dyche was playing him in, and that's another thing that I didn't like. He always favoured Calvert-Lewin over him, and always benched him, and only played him against. And when he finally drops Calvert-Lewin for his poor performances, which happen regularly, it was always Beto's always chance was to play against the top 6 teams, like Chelsea all the time, and against United. I know they didn't finish top 6, but still, they're still based in that pyramid. Man City and all that. As soon as Calvert-Lewin gets dropped, he gets dropped for a big 6 game. Beto comes in, which was to prove the point. But then as soon as Dyche has come in, I think Dyche has realised, hang on, Beto is probably better than Calvert-Lewin. He realised straight away how poor Calvert-Lewin was. And, Beto was in there. And he's actually scored quite a fair bit of goals, Beto, this season, since he's been given the chance. Yeah, he's missed a fair few chances, I understand that. Like in the derby at Anfield, he missed quite a lot. He missed quite a lot against Brentford. Sometimes he can drop off. I don't think he's consistent enough himself, but I do think he can be decent. But I still look for a new striker, 100%.
Yeah. Do you think Everton bring in tomorrow, or do you think Everton will wait till Tuesday, the 1st of July, when PSR is long off the future gone?
Probably that one, mate, to be fair. Probably before the PSR comes in, because I think we're working quite smartly. Like, you get a few of our fans moaning, oh no, we've signed nobody. To be honest, it's June. I don't think many teams sign plays in June. And
I'm 100%.
I reckon it will be because of PSR, because the PSR window will close obviously on the 30th. No, 31st, obviously, but no, the 30th it'll close.
Yeah.
And it'll be the 1st. So, you know what I mean? I think that's what we're doing. We're working smart.
I'm 100% now. Moyes and the Friedkin group have got who they want, and it's all done, and it's the working behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this Calvert-Lewin thing, I didn't believe that it was going to happen until he's announced it. So obviously they've worked behind the scenes because Everton haven't announced it. Everton did announce Decore. Decore did. Calvert-Lewin announced it.
Exactly. That's the issue. Like, it's the communication. Like, the club aren't even confirming when there's transfers or anything. I wouldn't even be surprised if I've signed a few players now, and the club for somewhat reason hasn't confirmed it. I do hope Garnegay staying. I really do hope that.
Yeah. Do you think he'll start? Do you reckon his and Branthwaite will be confirmed tomorrow, or do you think that will be the same? Because don't forget, we've had Alcaraz already signed a payment deal, hasn't he?
Yeah, which is good.
But again, Everton haven't announced it. That's what I don't understand. How come all these journalists, like that Fabian, whatever you call them, he announces them, the bobble, but Everton don't? Again,
I know exactly, and the same with our actual kit, the Everton kit that we've got, the new kit. Everyone was buying it in Turkey. Literally everybody was buying it in Turkey and everything. Oh, love that, Adam. Love that, mate. But yeah, the thing is with that Everton kit, that kit got announced before we played Newcastle away last month, but we have took a month to bring it out when we already know what the kit is. But I don't see the point in waiting a month. I really don't, especially when everyone else knows what it looks like before it comes out. There's just no excitement anymore. There really isn't. But yeah, with Garnegay anyway, with your actual question before I went off topic, we need to get Garnegay contract soon. Branthwaite, he's not exactly running out yet, so he's not immediately running out, so I don't really mind. But Garner Gay's running out, and we need him soon. But then with Branthwaite anyway, even if he does sign a new deal, I don't think it means much because Cunha for Wolves, for example, he signed a contract for Wolves in January, and he's already left. He already announced he was leaving in April, so 4 months after signing a 5-year deal. So he had about I think he had another 2 years on then as well. So he was on for like 6-7 years, and he left. And the thing is with Branthwaite, if he signs a contract for like 5 years, all it will do is up his price, so he'll just go for more money. But it doesn't guarantee that he stays as such, because as soon as a big club goes in for him, he'll probably go. Like Chelsea or someone, they'll go in and get him. I can see that easily.
Yeah. I think with the Garner Gay situation, as you said, we do need to tie him down to a new contract. I've got a feeling we will hear tomorrow and Branthwaite, because Everton, apparently that the bubble tweeted out on Friday when Seamus signed his 1-year extension as well. You still there?
Yeah.
I think we've lost. Yeah. So
I think we signal went.
Yeah. So when Seamus signed,
I'm still here. My phone just gone silly.
Okay. So when we found out by the Everton that Seamus got his 1-year deal extended, then the bubble announced it. Then I read that the bubble said that Everton will announce Branthwaite's contract and Idrissa Gana Gay's contract from next week. What was last week for this week?
I'm sure.
But what I didn't understand is...
I reckon that's tomorrow then. I reckon that's definitely tomorrow.
Do you?
Easily, lad, yeah.
Yeah. And this other thing, what's bothered me, Jack Harrison and Charlie Alcaraz, they're spending too much time together. There's been pictures of them. That one for me is... Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I see them all the time. Like, especially when they all signed, they were just all together doing all sorts. And I'm like, fucking hell, like, why are you doing me? To be fair, I think it's because Harrison knew the language, didn't he? So I think because Harrison knew the language, I think that's why you were talking together. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah. How many players do you think will sign?
Got to sign a lot, because I seen a thing before where it turned out and said, out of the 22 available players that we had for Ipswich away this season, only 11 are with us now. So we've got to sign a lot, because we've lost a lot of players. To be fair, most of them being dead.
Is Holgate gone?
Yeah, I think Holgate's gone. I think Keane's gone. They're all the deadwood, which is good. You know, we've got...
That's another one. What I don't understand, what's going on with Keane, because they've said that they've offered him a new contract, apparently that he's teared it down, apparently he wants it. This is from our journalist.
Yeah.
So what I want for the club is, we're giving Keane that, or Keane announce it on social media like Calvin Lewin, that he's gone or he's staying and all that.
I know, yeah. I think the app needs to just... I'm not saying that the app. I think Everton needs to just get a grip sometimes. Like, we announce everything too late, or we decide to do things too late. Like this Kenny Tete deal, whatever his name is. Tete, he just... it winds me up, because we could have had his deal done there and then. But now now after we've offered him a contract, Fulham would have known what contract we've offered him, and now they can offer more, because we've left this so long. Fucking that, you know what I mean? We just leave everything to last minute, which happens quite a lot of times. And that's like, we leave it last minute every time. That, likes of Fabrizio Romano and all that, they know they're going to come to us, so they go, ready, here we go, and all that. And we don't announce it, and we don't organise stuff, and other teams see that we're after them and we're close together.
If I had my way and I could, I'd speak to the Friedkin group myself, Dan Friedkin, and I'd be questioning with all these because I'll be like, well, why did leave to that late and blah, 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 and all of that.
Yeah.
When literally you've got other clubs coming in for so-and-so and that. Like, Moyes wants Ben Doku from Liverpool. Arne Slot is now saying that he, I was reading on team talk that he's going to be an Arne Slot fucking plans. Like,
Exactly, it's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Because then again, because that's happening, we're going to get linked up with so-and-so. Like, oh yeah, this is another one. Do you think Richarlison will come home? Because a lot of fan channels think that it's happening. Personally, I don't. And because listening to Moyes last season, David Moyes, that when he was asked by the media in his press conference, is Richarlison coming home? And Moyes was like, I don't know. What I know is that we haven't talked to Richarlison or to Tottenham or his agent.
Yeah, I'm not too sure myself. I don't think he'll come because, well, I think he'd want to come, but would he? Would he actually come, and would we actually bid for him? Because I don't think I don't think, sadly, as much as we all like him, I don't think he's worth the money because he's always injured. He's got an injury problem. He has an injury problem with us, but I was happy to get what we got for him because he's always injured, and that's the issue about him. And it'd be just like another Calvert-Lewin where he's just injured every time. And it's like, we don't want that. We really don't want him to be injured. We need players who are going to be fit for us. And yeah, obviously players are going to get injured. I don't have a problem with that if they get injured. But it's like when they're injured every time, and it's like that can happen. And that's for Charles with Tottenham. That's why he hasn't exactly gotten on with Tottenham as much recently, because he's always injured. And I just think, will he be successful for us? Will he be good for the return? I mean, he's always injured, so I don't think he would. Unfortunately, like, that's my issue. We need to sign. We need to sign players who've got a good injury record, and we need to just sign players who've got the ability and all that. To be honest, because we've signed that much Edwards in the past. Like, obviously Keane, I think, as much as he's scored some goals himself, he's a centre back and all that, and he's made loads of defensive liabilities. You know, we've signed so many players who haven't lived up to expectations, and we just need to start thinking on who we're signing.
Here's another one. What does me head in? This is on Instagram now. It's called Everton Hub, who I follow on that. They've put in, would you be happy with Beto getting the number 9 shirt? Like, where does that even come into it though? Because like, you've got the likes of Yusuf Chimiti. Like, we don't know his future.
So yeah, we don't know any of them. Like, we don't even know if we come back to that if we come back to that at the end of the transfer window, or even before the first game of the season in August, I'd then turn around and then have my opinion there. But even then, a shirt number at the back doesn't even matter what number you are at the back, to be honest with you. It just doesn't
all
matter.
I care about is the player scores the goals week in, week out.
100%, lad. I back that 100%.
Yeah. But you've got fans who are so stubborn.
Like, fans who are stubborn, you got fans who are like, oh yeah, they've got to have such a good squad number. They've got to be in the 1 to 11. No, you're like, no, you don't. Like Trent Alexander-Arnold, he was number 66. That didn't mean nothing.
66 is just a number.
It's exactly that.
Could have been his age. I'm just saying it for an example. Could have been his age. Like, so what, isn't it?
Exactly. Just at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what number you are.
As long as they're showing blue blood, sweat, tears week in, week out, then
exactly that. Exactly, because we've had quite a few other players who like wore that number 9 shirt or whatever. I think even Sandro Ramirez wore number 9, and he was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. The only person who's won the number 9 who's done amazing for us would be Super Kevin Campbell.
I agree with you 100%.
Before my time as well, yeah.
Kevin Campbell was unbelievable.
Yeah.
No what?
What are your thoughts on keeping Seamus Coleman?
Seamus Coleman's class. I'm buzzing with
Yeah.
Captain, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I hope that he can stay on at the club forever and go into coaching with Moyes and that.
Anyway, yeah. I love to keep him forever. I would if I had a chance.
Yeah.
He's a club legend. I'd get him as a coach.
Yeah.
Or just something big.
Yeah. 100%. How do you think we'll do against Leeds?
Tough to say, yeah, without the transfers, but I'm sure we'll do well. I'm sure we'll find a way. Fingers crossed anyway, bro.
Yeah. All I want to know now is who was signing, who's staying, and who's leaving.
Yeah, obviously
There's fucking
Calvert-Lewin's leaving.
talks about him, Dwight McNeil going to Real Madrid. I said to myself, that's bollocks. That is not.
That's got to be Dwight McNeil from Madrid. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance.
Let me just see if I can find it and I'll show you. Like, all my days. I said to myself, like, am I having like a dream? Imagine him in Real, whatever you call it, Madrid. Yeah.
Oh man, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. So I said to myself, like, what kind of media can be in media saying mad shit like this? Because it's like saying, well, Adam, you're going to Real Madrid, you're going to play. Carlo Ancelotti's going to be your manager and so as well. You're with Mbappe.
I know, yeah, like fucking. He's going to be with Xabi Alonso, not a chance. A Xabi Alonso's Madrid with Dwight McNeil.
Yeah. I really hope that Real Madrid do terrible because they got rid of Ancelotti and that. I hope they do terrible.
Oh, yeah, same.
The only reason I loved Real Madrid was because of Ancelotti, and that is it. So now I hate Real Madrid. I like Brazil. It's mad.
Brazil. Richarlison and Ancelotti reuniting. Get in.
Yeah. Do you reckon Ancelotti would ever come back when David Moyes retires?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Actually, I think Ancelotti will probably retire before him.
Yeah, but don't forget, he did say that he would love to manage us at the new stadium as well before he left.
That's true, yeah. I'd have him back anyway, happily.
What I'm scared of with the Friedkin group is that they make the manager error like they did at Roma. One Moyes, don't get me wrong, I don't see Moyes getting sacked at all under the Friedkin. I think Moyes will stay till he retires. Then after that, I think they'll bring in Mourinho, who's really old, but he's got the old style, old school football and all of that. It really wouldn't surprise me.
I know, yeah.
But like, what I'm happy with the Friedkin so far is they're treating us like we're a business, not like a tuck shop like Macheri did. And that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what I'm nervous about though is as well if we qualify for Europe and Roma do, then the Friedkin group have got to leave either us or Roma.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, which one would they want to leave?
I think it'd be AS Roma because once Everton touches you, they touch you, don't they? And that.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
That's what I think gets me going. Once they come to the first game at Bramley Moore against Brighton, the Friedkin group, when they hear the siren of Zekar's boom,
they would have loved it.
It's going to touch them like no other club has ever touched them. AS Roma.
Definitely, lads. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Roma.
I'm excited for when we play our friendly David Moyes against the Friedkins, Roma, and I think that we'll win that. And
I reckon we'll win that too, and then the Roma legends as well.
That gets me so excited because I know
cameras off
that the Friedkins are gonna choose Everton. I just got a mad feeling about it.
Yeah, are you going to it? Are you?
Me, yeah. I'm hoping so. Yeah.
boss lad, same. I'm getting my ticket for it tomorrow, mate.
Yeah,
In my season ticket seat, so should be good, lads.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Decent, lad.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the Mighty Blues YouTube?
I think so, yeah. A few
Yeah,
times.
With Cameron.
The Mighty Blues of Everton.
Yeah. I was speaking to Store Ryan the other day as well.
Yeah. Boss lad, boss.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed having me on. My phone's about to overheat and my data's using my data and my Wi-Fi's totally disconnected off. So I'm gonna have to. I'm just on my data, you see. So I'm just trying to, because my phone's gone off. But yeah, nice one for having me on, lad. Appreciate it.
Nice one. Bye bye.
Nice one, lad. See you soon, lad. Have a good one.
Bye. You too.